The goals of this course are to help you achieve self-mastery and sales mastery. Achieving the sales success you want is about continuously evolving yourself. The affirmation process ensures that the future you want is in your control. The use of affirmations, accompanied by appropriate visualizations, is a powerful tool every salesperson can master to get the changes they desire in their behavior, habits, and sales performance. You are the architect of your life, and affirmations are like the blueprint of your future. Affirmations are about the process of getting the future you want to build written long before it's built. Affirmations are a statement of fact before they become a fact. Affirmations can help you accelerate the exact changes you decide to make. You're here to make changes. To do that, you're going to have to change what you believe about yourself. One of the things you need to fully understand is that people behave and act not in accordance with the truth as it may really be, but we behave and act in accordance with the truth as we think it to be, or believe it to be. The beliefs that we hold affect how we work, how we live, how we treat ourselves, and how we treat other people. The beliefs that we hold determine our potential. Our beliefs are what hold us back physiologically, emotionally, psychologically, and certainly in our sales. If we know how to expand or alter the belief close to the truth of our full potential, we release our potential. While it might seem counterintuitive to say that we can change our belief to change our performance, it happens all the time. Many believed it was not humanly possible to run the mile in under 4 minutes. After all, the modern Olympics had been by that time going for 50 plus years, and nobody had ever run under 4 minutes for that mile. On May 6, 1954, Roger Bannister ran 3 minutes, 58.9 seconds. What is interesting is what you need to take away from this story. In the 57 years since the first sub 4-minute mile was run, over 950 people from high school through college have run the mile in less than 4 minutes. Obviously, breakthroughs in performance are powered by breakthroughs in belief. If you change the way you think, you change the way you run your life and your sales potential. Beliefs are that powerful. I'm taking you through this lesson because you will need to learn how to change what you believe about yourself. Think about Columbus and the days when they all believed the world was flat. Thus, they would sail out only so far because they knew that if they went any further, they would sail off the edge of the earth. So they would turn around and come back. The story seems so quaint and so out of touch with today's world, right? Or does it? Some of you are doing the same thing with your social life and with your sales career. What you do is, you sell only so far, then fearing something terrible will happen, you turn around and return to safety. Some of you have had sales training before. Perhaps it allowed you to sell out a little more than you were comfortable with. But over time, you return to a place closer to where you started. In this sales training program, we're going to equip you so that once a goal is achieved, you will be ready to set and continue your voyage to even greater goals. I'm going to prove to you that the real truth is that you can do so much more, be so much more, and have so much more than you currently do. To get there, we first have to get you to accept a truth that's much closer to your full potential. So I want to become very careful about how you speak to yourself, because you're telling yourself, quote, the truth all the time. And it may be far from the truth, and more importantly, it may be far less than the truth about you. Okay, we've talked about the role that our beliefs play in defining our life, and we've discussed how powerful beliefs can be in shaping the future we want and in powering our success. But as you learn today, you must open your mind to a new and better truth about your abilities and your performance potential in order to take full advantage of that knowledge. So the question is, how do I change my beliefs? Given that our subject matter is sales success, let's work on that one. Let's pretend there are 2 families, each with a pre-kindergarten age child. One decides to make school a big surprise. The parent says, "Today, I'm going to take you to a place called school, drop you off, and pick you up at the end of the day." By the time they get to the school, the child is screaming his head off and clinging to his parent's leg for dear life. When the parent finally gets home, don't be surprised if that child isn't firmly attached to the rear bumper of the car. Why? Because that's what happens when a child is forced out of their comfort zone. The child was clearly uncomfortable and willing to do anything to get back to where they felt safe and comfortable. The other family talked to their child about school in a wide variety of ways, focused on how good and fun it was going to be. They might have driven the child by the school and even played school at home. They painted a picture of safety and comfort and fun and excitement for the child. What happened? They couldn't keep the child home on the first day of school. What was different? What did the second family do that delivered such a different result? They used the power of imagery and imagination to get the child ready for kindergarten. They painted positive word pictures of all the great things there were about school. They provided some game-based simulations of the fun the child would have. They built a compelling positive image of the child's future in the child's imagination that pulled the child toward it. The effective use of affirmations and visualizations combined with appropriate self-talk are incredibly powerful procedures that, when combined with discipline and commitment, will enable you to move positively toward your next kindergarten and onward toward your full self's potential. Now let's dig a little deeper into the affirmation process. First, let's take a look at how you write affirmations. Yes, I said write them. That's your exercise today. Put them somewhere you can review them regularly. There are 7 guidelines that we recommend when writing your affirmations. First, be exceptionally clear about what the real issue or real goal is. Many times people develop affirmations around the symptom of their problem, rather than going to the root cause. For example, you may affirm that you weigh a certain weight, but at a deeper level, the affirmation you may truly need is about having a healthy, positive body image. As you begin to write your affirmations, ask yourself, what is my real issue? What is it that I really want? This may require a great deal of reflection, insight, and honesty. Second, affirm in the present tense. Affirmations are more effective when stated in the present tense. For example, I now have a wonderful job is a present tense affirmation. Third, engage your emotions. The wrapper around each affirmation is emotion. You can reach into your past and connect your affirmation to a strong positive emotion about what you're affirming. The stronger the emotion an affirmation conveys, the deeper the impression it makes in your mind. Tag each one of them with a supporting memory from your life. As an example, if your affirmation was, I am a warm, loving, and accepting parent, then after you read the affirmation, you would pause and remember a time when you were with your children and had the exact feeling that you want to have every day. The affirmation is imprinted faster when it's accompanied by a strong, positive, and appropriate emotion. Fourth, be positive. Create affirmations in positive terms. Affirm what you want. The words that you use to trigger emotions and feelings in your mind, you want these to be positive and uplifting. Love to, want to, choose to are the positive framework for your affirmations. Fifth, be short, specific, and accurate. Short affirmations are easy to say and have a far greater impact at a subconscious level than those that are long and wordy. Keeping them specific and to the point. When it's appropriate, you need to put in numbers. Sixth, visualize vividly. Now that you've written down your affirmations, the key to manifesting what it is that you want is the process of vividly visualizing yourself as if you're already obtaining your desired outcome. Your brain doesn't differentiate between vividly imagined events and real events. Visualize often enough and with plenty of emotion attached, and your brain thinks that it is real. Seventh, make use of the very best time of day. The very best 2 times of the day are when you first awaken and when you're just falling asleep. At these 2 times, your brain is moving through the alpha state, which is where your brain is actually at its most creative and most receptive to suggestion. Here are some sample performance affirmations. I have a very positive expectancy of reaching and achieving my goals that are important to me, and I bounce back quickly, creatively, and tenaciously from every setback. I handle disappointment in a very constructive and positive manner. I use temporary setbacks to make me more creative. I become tougher with each new challenge. I have pride in my past performance, and I positively expect success in the future. I am very accountable when things go wrong. I openly admit my part in the failure. I am just as openly accountable when things that I have been involved in go right. So I openly and humbly accept the praise. I am accountable for the win and the loss. I am actively and personally in charge of my life and direct it in constructive channels. My primary responsibility is for my own growth and well-being, because the better I feel about myself, the more willing and able I am to help others. I am my own person. I have free choice. I don't have to do anything. I do it out of my own free choice, and I am willing to accept the consequences of those choices. I am a success because I feel warm and loving towards myself. Here are sample customer affirmations. Because I like and respect myself, I am warm and friendly to all I contact. I treat everyone I meet with consideration and respect. I am genuinely interested in my customers, clients, and prospects. They always feel my interest and respect for them. I expect every customer, client, and prospect to like and respect me, as I like and respect them. I always do what's in my clients', customers, or prospects' best interests, and they know that I want only the best for them. I am trustworthy and honest in all my interactions. I always meet my commitments and exceed expectations. Affirmations can have unintended consequences, so be on the lookout for them. Your subconscious mind is the protector of your current beliefs about what's real. Its job is to keep you the you that it knows. That way, you can go through your day largely on the autopilot of subconscious control. The job of the affirmation process is to alter your subconscious image of yourself. When you're feeding your subconscious with information and emotions that alters its current reality, the subconscious becomes very creative in avoiding the change. It's been said that human beings show their greatest creativity by the way they creatively avoid doing things they don't want to do. It's the job of your creative subconscious to find a way out of doing anything that challenges your self-image, conditioning, and beliefs. So if you find yourself finding ways to avoid doing the things you know you need to do, recognize what's happening and refocus on the affirmation, visualization, and self-talk process. The way the conscious mind informs the subconscious is through repetition and the use of vivid, emotion-laden imagery.